everybody, welcome back to the Peebs channel. Today we are going to be going all the way to Denny's to try the Beetlejuice 2 menu items. We've done a couple videos like this in the past. We did the Sonic IHOP and we did the Garfield Olive Garden, and I was surprised how much people really liked those videos, so I guess this is just a thing we do now. At first I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this one specifically because, I don't know, we don't really talk that much about movies on the channel, but I saw the way they looked on the website and I thought, hey, if they look anywhere near as cool as they do in the advertisements in the actual restaurant, it'll be worth it. I mean, realistically, they probably won't look as good, but we'll see. But yeah, there isn't actually a Denny's anywhere near me, so it's gonna be a bit of a drive. Let's go. Okay, so I made it here. We are at Denny's. I'm just gonna be honest, I never actually watched the movie Beetlejuice. I think it was the 1988 version. I was aware of the movie, but just never saw it. But I figured since I'm gonna be doing this video, I should watch it. I checked it out last night, and don't get me wrong, I'm glad I did. It was a great movie. I might even wanna watch the second one at this point. I really didn't have to watch it. I figured, you know, I'll do my homework. I don't wanna miss any references with the items or like the descriptions or anything. You know, I wanna make sure I know what I'm talking about. But I could've just completely wung it. I could have just shown up like every freaking test I ever took in high school and just sort of just made it up as I went and nobody would have noticed. Because none of these, with the exception of one of them, really have anything to do with Beetlejuice. They seem kind of moderately Beetlejuice themed. They have Beetlejuice names. You know, they have kind of like a sort of green motif. Is that the right word? One in particular, we'll get to it later, but it was an item previously released at Denny's. I think the other three are at least original items made for this. We'll see. I mean, I guess that's at least better than IHOP with Sonic and the Garfield Olive Garden. I mean, those were just items that always existed, at least I'm pretty sure. But yeah, let's go in, give it a look. Maybe they'll be good. I'm very, very hungry. And hopefully I can get a somewhat secluded private area for the seating, because these are always slightly awkward for me to do.
I was very pleased that when I went into the Denny's, unlike the freaking Olive Garden from last time and the Sonic one from the first video, there was basically nobody in there. So this was the least awkward one of these videos for me to film so far. So I sat down and the very nice waitress asked me what I wanted to eat, and I had to, with a straight face, look at her and say, I want every single one of the items on this giant menu. She looked at me like, are you serious? So I did have to fess up. At that point I realized it was a little awkward. I had to just admit, hey, I'm filming for a video, so yeah, I actually am ordering all of this food. That actually did make it easier though. I didn't do this in the Garfield one, and so my waitress just kept coming back constantly, and you know, very attentive, great service, but at the same time I'm like, can you leave me alone? I'm trying to record something. I'm trying to secretly record something here, and your great service is making that very difficult for me. Nobody in society cares about the YouTubers out there trying to make videos inconveniencing everybody. What the hell? Won't somebody think of the YouTubers, please? So this menu is called the Afterlife Menu, Denny's Afterlife Menu. The ghost with the most is back, and he's starving. Beetlejuice Beetlejuice and Denny's bring you the Afterlife Menu, a new menu full of food options inspired by the new movie? The new Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, aka Beetlejuice 2. Exercise your appetite with the Afterlife Menu, featuring items possessed with the flavor from the great beyond. So this is supposed to be food that dead people eat. Yes, Denny's is presenting me with dead people food. Thank you, Denny's. So the first thing I got was the shake, the cookies and scream shake. Shake, but not from fear, with this treat made from premium vanilla ice cream, Oreo cookie pieces topped with whipped cream, more Oreo cookie pieces, and green sprinkles. By green sprinkles, they mean kind of like yellow, lemon, lime green sprinkles. They weren't quite as dark as they were on the picture. We'll let it slide, though. What I won't let slide is that this is just a cookies and cream shake. I mean, it was delicious. I was clearly digging it. But in terms of it being Beetlejuice themed, other than the slightly green sprinkles, it's really nothing. I mean, it's just a cookies and cream shake. This one I feel like was a missed opportunity. I mean, in the Beetlejuice movie, there's like that worm guy, you know, in the sand, the desert sand worm. They already have Oreos. They could have just had, like, you know, what do they call it when you have like gummy worms in the Oreo, like something worms in dirt or something. It's like a dessert you eat when you're, you know, in like kindergarten or something. I assume they wouldn't have been able to have like black and white colored gummy worms, but I mean, I would have let it slide if it was just like any kind of gummy worms added in there. I feel like that alone would have made it so much more Beetlejuice themed. I would have been really impressed with that, but instead it's just a cookies and cream shake. It's crazy at these diner restaurants when they give you this big ass shake and then they give you another thing with more shake in it. Like, I needed more? How much sugar do you think I need in a day, Denny's? Not only are they trying to feed me dead people food, they are trying to make me dead. Right? That line sounded better in my head than when I said it out loud. Super tasty though. I mean, I'm always down for a cookies and cream shake. Let's be real. I'm not complaining. I mean, I am complaining, but I'm not. I had barely even started with my shake before I was brought out the entire rest of the food. It was super fast, so I'll give you that, Denny's. I guess I was like the only person in there, so they had no one else to serve other than me. It started to dawn on me instantly just how much food I had in front of me. Again, if there were more people in the restaurant, I probably would have been a little bit embarrassed. Don't worry though, I got boxes. My wife helped me finish some of this food. You know, we're good. I do my best to not waste food for these videos. First, there was the pancakes and the eggs and the bacon, the say it 3 times slam. The idea being, you know, in the movie, you have to say Beetlejuice's name 3 times to summon him or whatever. So, you know, 3 things, 3 things, 3 things. 3, 3, 3. Really, that's 9? 9 is not 3. When you think about it. Caught you on a technicality, Denny's. The breakfast dish so nice, you'll have to say it thrice. Comes with 3 silver dollar chocolate chip pancakes topped with vanilla cream, chocolate sauce, chocolate chips, and green sprinkles. Served with 3 eggs, cooked your way, and 3 strips of crispy bacon. So this one actually is themed after the Beetlejuice movie, you know, at least to an extent. I think it's acceptable. I mean, the bacon and the eggs are just whatever. Honestly, I don't even think you really need those. I mean, they are the healthiest thing probably on this entire menu, I guess. Just some eggs, a little protein, so it doesn't hurt, I guess. But really, the pancakes are what you're going for with this. I was a little bit confused as to what the freaking white sauce was at first. Like, what the hell is that? They were definitely generous with the amount of sauce that they included. It was almost too much. That vanilla sauce, I mean, it looked good, but could have used less, honestly. Almost too sweet for me, personally, but other people might like it. The pancakes were probably the thing I ate the least of. Just, I could just feel the stomach ache coming when I was looking at it. I couldn't manage to eat more than a few bites, if I'm being honest. The thing I was probably the most excited about, though, was the Afterlife Melt. In the picture, it does admittedly look better. I don't know exactly what is this supposed to be. I just took it as like maybe fingers like sticking out of the sandwich, like you're eating a hand sandwich, like a zombie kind of thing going on. I don't know. It comes with some marinara sauce. Maybe that's blood. Am I just sort of making that up, or is that intended? I actually don't know. Seems kind of Afterlife-ish though to me, at least more so than the shake for sure. And of course it comes with the crinkly fries. Everybody knows they don't eat non-crinkly fries in the Afterlife. It's crinkle or bust for those dead freaks. But yeah, it's just a grilled cheese sandwich with freaking 5 mozzarella sticks on it, also with crinkle fries. Very spooky crinkle fries. If I was actually ordering just to eat and not to film, I would have just ordered one thing, and it probably would have been this. Mozzarella sticks and marinara sauce is great already, but like a grilled cheese added to it, oh, it was pretty good. Definitely the best thing if you ask me. So apparently this was an item that Denny's had at one point, or maybe during multiple periods, and they did bring it back, so I guess that in of itself kind of fits the theming. It's been brought back from the dead. The sandwich itself has been revived. So I guess points for that. I mean, I'm not even giving points. I'm not scoring it, but points for that anyway if you want to keep your own points. Then there was the Beetlejuicy Burger. This thing was massive.
Almost more than half the size of my head.
It looks a little more sad than the picture, which, I mean, really, you shouldn't be that surprised. I mean, these are like professional food photographers. They're probably touching it up in Photoshop and everything. Hell, this could be AI for all I know. That might not even be a real burger I'm looking at right now. The meat patties were a little more pale looking was the main thing, but other than that, it actually didn't look that bad. If I recall, when the waitress brought it out, she kind of like apologized. Oh, it doesn't look as good as it does on the menu. Honestly, I was expecting a lot worse. I looked up some other images of people's Afterlife Menu Denny's items after I did this, and mine actually looked probably better than any of the other ones. Maybe it's because I said I was recording a video, so they felt pressured to bring me out their A game. That was Toasty's suggestion during the last video. I guess the idea is you wave the YouTuber card around like you're some kind of food critic or something. Better appease the YouTuber. We wouldn't want an F-list celebrity YouTuber to be shitting on our Denny's Beetlejuice menu. But yeah, this thing was so big I could barely even fit my mouth around it. What does this have to do with the movie though? I mean, I guess it has 3 patties, so that's 3. That's a 3 thing. 3 slices of provolone. That's 3. 3 and 3. It's juicy. The name of the movie is Beetlejuice, so it's a juicy burger. So the Beetlejuice Juicy Burger, it's like kind of like a thing. Like it's kind of like the movie. Kinda. Actually, that was my main problem with it, though. It was just so dry. Anytime you get a burger with that much meat on it, it's just, I mean, it needs more sauce. The sauce that was on there, what was it? Diner Q sauce, whatever that is, was actually pretty good, but they needed like 3 times as much, honestly. That could have been another 3. 3 sorts of the Diner Q Beetlejuice sauce. Honestly, they should have just put some green dye in it and called it Beetlejuice sauce. Like, grow a pair, Denny's. I'm already in this. Back in the day, we used to have green Shrek foods. But now companies are afraid, oh, well, if we call it Beetle and it's Beetlejuice, so no one will want to eat our food. No, shut up. This is America we're talking about. We'll eat any garbage. Slap a logo on it, slap some character on it that we like, we'll eat it. We're not complaining.
Using Shrek to poison our kids.
The grosser, the better. But yeah, a little bit dry. It would have been better with just 1 patty. Let's be real.
Okay, well, I'm definitely not done eating yet, but this is my first go through. I wasn't able to make that big of a dent to this massive amount of food. Recently, I've been watching this British guy on YouTube who like does these food eating challenges. I can't remember his name. We'll put it right here. Okay, there we go. That's a little more room. He somehow eats more food than like any human should eat in a month in like 1 sitting. I'm honestly feeling very, very inadequate. I'm not coming anywhere close. Let's see how much more I can get down.
Other than the excessive amount of meat, though, I was actually kind of surprised at how good it was because it didn't look like crazy impressive. I never really had a Denny's burger before. The only times I've ever even been to Denny's that I can recall was during conventions. I don't know why this is, but it seems like no matter what convention center you're at across the United States, there is a Denny's parked like literally right next to it. Overall, it was not bad. The food was actually pretty good.
Man, I think Beetlejuice should eat some more vegetables. Maybe a fruit. Maybe like at least 1 less slab of beef patty.
I'm usually an IHOP guy, but hey, this was better than I was expecting. I think their burgers are definitely better than IHOP. Pancakes, I'd probably go IHOP. I think now I'll go burgers for Denny's. As far as the theming, I want to say it really didn't do that much to make it similar to the movie. The advertisement images did look very sort of Beetlejuicy, zombie themed, all that green and the contrast and everything. Whoever did these assets, I hope that they got paid well because they really sold it. But I guess I've only ever had 2 of these sort of movie video game tie-in things before with the IHOP and the Olive Garden. I mean, I think it actually was better than both of those theming wise. I mean, the Sonic one was just items from the menu that they kind of made it like it was Sonic. I mean, onion rings, that's Sonic, right? Lasagna, that's Garfield. I do think though that the Beetlejuicy Burger, the say it 3 times slam, and the shake, well, I mean, I guess the shake is just an Oreo shake, but they did put green sprinkles on it. I doubt they did that before the Beetlejuice thing. So 2 of these maybe were new items? I'm not sure. Still better than Sonic and Garfield on that front though.
All right, this is as good as I could do. I got a decent amount of this burger, although it doesn't really look like it.
She gave me some to-go sauce.
1 more bite for the road. I shouldn't have had that last little bit. I'm gonna regret that later.
Doesn't fit. Doesn't even fit.
All right, thanks so much for watching. If you guys like this, make sure you give it a like. I want to know if you guys want to see more of these movie tie-in food things. If you know any good ones or if any new ones come out, make sure you let us know and we'll jump on it. You can check out the 2 previous ones right here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Beetlejuice is coming to Roblox.